That was, here we're going to do some, this is in case I want to stage dive. On my way here tonight, I walked by an LA Fitness.
Yeah.
Yep. How did you know? Walked by an LA Fitness accidentally, and there was a fella standing outside this LA Fitness, and he said to me, hey, excuse me, can I just get a free membership to LA Fitness? And I said, no, thank you. And he said, you sure, bro? I could have said no, thank you again, I guess, but what's the point, you know? So what I did is I stopped, and I leaned into that guy, and I cocked a single eyebrow, and I said, yeah, I'm sure, bro. In fact, I've never been so sure of anything in my life. Because some people's New Year's resolution, guys, is to get fit, go to LA Fitness. I make the same New Year's resolution every year, and that's to be intense. Always. All the time. All the time. Answering questions, saying hello, whatever. Wow, you guys don't like intense jokes now. A little bit about me. This feels like a safe space, right? This is an intimate little show. You're all my new friends. I can tell you something that won't leave the room. Yeah, all right. Because this is tough to talk about. But when I was a little kid, like 7 or 8 years old, I had this game that I liked to play. And this game, I would just stare at the sun for several minutes. You know, you look at a light, like, doesn't have to be the sun. It can be these 3 lights. And then you look over here and you blink and you see like a big red blemish, you know? It fucks with your eyes. My game is I would stare at the sun forever and then blink at strangers. Pretending I could explode them. As you might imagine, I was, what's that word? An only child. Only child. After I blew up my brother and sister. After that, moved up to Chicago a few years ago. I want to share this story. Before I moved up, I had this weird thing happen. Moved up from Florida. I was at a fast food restaurant, and my total came to $6.66. Ooh, spooky math. 666 is weird, man. Like 666 is just 3 numbers that strikes fear to the hearts of like moms everywhere for some reason. Like even moms that went to college, you know, like moms who should know better. My mom are still terrified of 666. Wow, I did that accidentally. Still terrified of 666, but not me. I don't know. It's just numbers. Plus, like I'm a comedian, so in that moment in that restaurant, I saw those 3 numbers as opportunity. So I looked at those numbers, and I looked at that clerk, and I went, your brother sucks cocks in hell. You faithless swine. But that 16-year-old girl never seen The Exorcist, so know you're proud, am I right, guys? No, your reference lost, reference way lost. She was just like, sir, do you need to see a manager? I didn't know what to do, you know. I thought it was brilliant. I'm not planning out. So real quick, I dipped my hand on my drink and I went, the power of Sprite compels you. The power of Sprite compels you. You gotta commit to a bit, you guys. The power of Sprite compels you. Just kidding, that last part would have been great. Didn't do that. The rest of this is a true story. What I really said is I said, no manager. Hey, you know what? Keep my food and my money. I don't deserve those things anymore. And I left. I moved 1,100 miles to Chicago. Needed a new Chipotle. Get out of here with a Chicago joke. I moved up here. I went to first of all, any punk rock fans here? Are there any? Oh yeah, all right. If you don't know what punk rock is, during my set alone, take your phones out, Google punk rock for this joke to be funny. Went to a punk rock show at a punk rock bar here in Chicago, and just punk is like the only shows they do there, super punk rock. And I got there early, and I sat at the bar. The bartender, he said, hey man, have you been here before? And I said, no. And he goes, dude, back in the early 1900s, this building used to be a brothel. And I was like, okay, that's cool, I guess. He goes, yeah, and it's haunted by 3 ghosts. I was like, really, Chief? The punk rock club is haunted by 3 ghosts? Was this Charles Dickens' A Misfits Carol? That's a little too convenient, buddy. And he was like, yeah, I don't get that reference. But it's true, man. We moved in here. We gutted the upstairs. It's just storage. It's just like a storage attic now. A few weeks later, we started hearing banging on pipes. Boxes would get knocked over. We would hear like human voices upstairs. Nobody was here. This girl who works here researched it. And back when it was a brothel, 3 people were murdered on that floor. And I was like, oh shit. This building is haunted by 3 ghosts. 3 ghosts who hate what you've done with this place. Early 1900s used to be a brothel. Yeah, you have ghosts up there who want to fuck, sir. And not to like, all the small things. Nobody wants to fuck the Blink-182 except Blink-182. That's just, it's an American fact. Plus, early 1900s, you don't have punk rock ghosts up there. You have what? Old jazz ghosts, old blues ghosts maybe. And they're trapped. You're trapped where you die. So of course they're upset. Every single night they're up there just like, ooh, learn a 4th chord. Stop looking different but very similar looking white dudes in their 40s who keep singing about high school for some reason. All right, good night. Thank you.